Matiang'I John.
You look like him.
Thank you. I'm on a slightly huge docket in Nyamira. The Department of Environment, Water, Energy, Mining, Climate Change, Natural Resources and Irrigation within our county. Yes, my government told me you are equal to the task. So I'm running with it. And we want Nyamira to shine in the perform which we have done. Colleagues in the House, I'll only talk about the Department of Environment, Water, and the Forestry, and how it is improving the entire environment and health. First of all, I want to look at the issue of waste management in the environment. In Nyamira, we've been having a huge challenge because our people don't understand clearly. They are not well informed on how they should dispose their waste. Even at our own homes, there are people who get waste, mostly kitchen waste. After taking kuku and mbusi and everything, they just go and throw it wherever they want to throw it. They have not been guided on how to dispose waste. We have tried to get to the media houses for us to educate them on how they should do it, and mostly get some bits where they can put them and segregate it, because there is the kitchen waste which can decompose and it can be reused. It can be used as fertilizer or for the crops. Instead of going to buy the manure that they can buy from, or fertilizer they can buy, they can use this in vegetables as organic manure. Number two, in our own towns, there are people who wake up at night and they put their waste on somebody's dustbin or just around the road, and then they go back to the house. That is a habit that I found when I came in, but we had to punish some 2-3 people, and we recorded and told them the one tumechukua polisi ni yule aliweka uchafu pale usiku. So people felt tutashikwa. After that, we told them put all the waste here and we can collect. We went and made some box where they could put it and we could collect from there. Like Keroka, we stationed a vehicle there permanently, which could start collecting immediately after the market day, and the Keroka became clean. The police officers gave us a problem because they were pulling their waste behind the police station. We had to talk with the OSPD, and told him, the next time I find it here, we will not collect it. Tutaiacha mpaka inuke, and you will not pass here. You will not use this place. So please, there are these pins tumewawekea hapa, weka huko and then we'll collect. They went doing it. Now we are okay with Keroka. And we have put in some programs, though we also have challenges. We involve collecting, transporting, treating, and disposing of this waste. That is what we do. We collect the waste. After collecting, we segregate this waste. Right now, if you pass through Borabu, Keroka, Kemera, and Kebirigo, you will see the new structures that we've done to segregate the waste, so that the degradable waste is placed on a given side. Bottles and the glass and the such like are placed on another, and on the other side is the waste that does not decompose. So we're going to collect it, and we're going to improve the value of this waste so that we can generate income and employment. We have identified 6 places where we're going to manage this waste from, so that we employ some children, not children, let me say, some of our youths, so that they can get money from there. We have already identified somebody in Nakuru who can buy the glass bottles and the window pens. These ones that are broken from hardwares. So we place there, instead of those people from bars collecting those bottles, so that's something, and throwing them in the heap where at the market, we have told them, put them in the sacks. Our vehicle will collect them from your shops or your bars. That is what we're doing. Now you go to Nyamira next to the CC's place, County Commissioner's place. We have a place we have made there that we are putting those bottles. And then we are calling that person to collect and pay us a little money so that we can continue with the work. Because of the time, we have asked our hospitals to be very keen on how they dispose waste from the hospital. And more so, syringes and needles. And actually, since they are here, there is something I noted on Friday. There is a hospital at Nyamira whereby they are disposing their needles and syringes at the west side, Apoko Market. I'll give you the name of the hospital. Go there and talk to them before we get them. Actually, we are so keen. We're so keen about it. There is an incinerator. We must make sure there is an incinerator in every hospital. And that incinerator must have a chimney to the height recommended, so that when they burn, that smoke does not pollute the surrounding. So we will be with them if they don't adhere to what we have told them. We have a problem with one type of waste that is disposed, pampers or diapers. Kindly assist us to do a paper on disposal methods of diapers and the other sanitary towels. That kind of waste is not exhaustible. Once it is thrown either in the pit latrines or septic tanks, it takes water and swells. And once it is swollen, the pipe that sucks the waste from that pit or pit latrine or the, what do you call those old, septic tanks, will not suck that one. Yeah. And they don't decompose. So we have a big problem on how we dispose them. Please, come up with a way, a method that we can do it. I saw some of the diapers and sanitary towels that are now brought up that can decompose from banana fibers and such like. If we can now promote that, it will help us to clean our environment. The challenges that we have are the growing population that is producing. The higher the population, the challenge of collecting, we have a lot of waste. The volume of waste increases with the population. And the infrastructure that has been put is challenged now because it was made for a given volume of waste. And now once we have a lot of it, because of the population, it's a big challenge to plan again. The resource constraint, because the trips we were making, we must now increase the trips. And the vehicles must be well managed and serviced openly as they do the work. Then the other challenge is public awareness, because we talk to some people and others have not been sensitized about management of waste. Let me get to water. Nyamira County has registered a water company called Nyawasco. We have registered two companies. One is a rural water company, Nyamira Rural Water, and a sanitation company called Nyaruwasco, and we have Nyamira Water and Sanitation Company, that is Nyawasco. I can tell you for free, we have fought a war to separate ourselves from Wasco. If you look at the report for WASREP for 2023-2024, Wasco had a loss, they say non-revenue water of 64%, which means they pumped 100, they lost 64 on the way. And I became mad. My colleagues know. I've been fighting these guys, and I told them I'll not relent anything until Nyamira has its own company, until we are released from Egypt, so that we go. 64% loss. You could see streams flowing. But we don't see that water. So where is it going? Pockets. That is water that goes to people's what? Pockets. When I raised that, I became an enemy of the people, but we have been brought up to say the truth, whether it is burning. Our dad killed us when you could not tell him the truth. When you could say the truth, hata kama umekosa, he could tell you, enda usirudie. So we learned to say the truth as we grew up. So we fought last week on Wednesday. We had a special AGM where the shareholders, our two governors attended, and they passed that WASCO from now henceforth should be dissolved. And the KC will have its own water company. Nyamira has its own water company. So from 1st January, we're opening our account before 1st January. We'll correct revenue to that account. WASCO will run. We are planning to extend the piping of water. That is, we are calling it last mile connectivity, because in Nyamira, we're supplying water to around 408 people from the scheme at Nyamira, because we have 4 schemes: Nyamira, Nyangori, Nyansiongo, and Ikombe. So we are going to increase. There are around 8,000 people who need water in Nyamira, and they have not been connected. So we are planning to start connecting. The governor has placed some money in the budget for 2025-2026 to do the last mile connectivity. And number 2, we are suffering from high bills, electric bills from this water. We have resolved. The governor said, let us do solarization. So we are headed towards doing solarization of the intakes, the pumps at the intake and the booster pumps within Nyamira, so that we can now supply people water. Besides that, using the climate change money, resilience and adaptation, we have done 4 springs water in every ward, 4 that are now working. We have done well, the springs, put a barrier, put stones, then we have cemented on top after putting an black nylon paper, so that nothing gets in, and we put taps so people now can go and get that water. That is what we have done, 4 in every ward. We are moving on by using that water. We'll pump the water using a solar pump to a higher tank that in the next disbursement of money, we will earmark places where there is need of water, like Nyansiongo. Nyansiongo, those who have gone there, there's a place we call Riasagini. Sagini used to be a senator. There is a very nice river there that has a lot of water. In fact, we agreed we put more money there, then we raise a tank and pump there. And people in Nyansiongo town and down Chantiland, we used to call that place Chantiland, they'll get free water. Piped water flowing via gravity. So that now many of our children in homes use clean water. In charge of that in every sub-county. So that's why you've seen when we have tree planting day, environment day, you'll see us planting trees for free. We give people trees just for free because it's from our nursery. We are working with Kefri. I told you Kefri, they are here, they want land. We have given them land and they want to do an office here. We want to move the regional guy from Maseno to Nyamira. So when we move him from Maseno to Nyamira, Usilie sana, he'll be operating between here and where? And Maseno. Wow. So that we build on. And then I come on mining. They are both in there. We are encouraging them to put gum trees on the hills. This company has been an example of those who have removed gum trees from the riverline. Sasini. Even the dam they are doing down there, they have done traditional trees around that dam. And all over. If you go down, the bamboo is all over. they are not using gum trees along riverines. So once you hear we are doing that, please support us wherever you are, so that we achieve maintaining water along the riverines. A small river will do 10 meters away from the river, and you'll do those trees and bamboo. Then a big river, MCA says 30 meters. And we have gone squarely on the miners. We've closed the bore pits and the mining places and told them to rehabilitate the place and bring it to where it was. That is why we closed the cowling mining at Kiavira. Last week I went to Manga Isecha. There are people who are quarrying stones and mining kaolin that is there. And they are telling me they are in Kisii County. But when I looked at the map, they are in Nyamira. So we are going there this week to close. You saw it yesterday on TV. Yeah, we are going to close that again. Then we have come up with, we made some regulations on quarrying. Because quarrying involves building material that constructs the road. People go, they quarry a place, they repair their road, and leave that place the way it is. Mosquitoes invest in the water that has come there. Then we are sick.
And children.
And it's risk. Yes, to the children who cross there, and even people. We have a place, a problem at Matiang'I, where you saw a teacher fell into that pit and he died. That pit has killed 23 people.
Jesus.
Now what we will do, the plan I have is, the person who has that land, who gave it to the company that was making the road, is a rich man. He's a rich man, and we fear him because I was told he's armed. But we will not keep quiet. We will hold our press and say everything. He's a rich man, please help us. And once we have given that, everybody will listen to us. Then we will tell him, we are now going to fill that place. Turn on a tractor, then to the Chaza Mchanga up, so that we can deal with it. As you approach to Tinga, you'll get it on this side. It has become a car wash area. Yes, at that place. So the problem we have, but we are going to look at that, plus the one that is at Nyavite, where people are making kokoto by the side, and even the water tank, imebaki tu imening'inia tu hivi. And they are still taking some stones. That water tank itaanguka tu. And they are using the water from the water tank. Imagine. Finally,